welcome to 3D Dice. My name is Celeste Bloodrain, and you are watching Celeste Makes 3D Dice. Thank you all for coming by. You can see this wonderful ad up here. Thank you, Captain Morgan. And, oh yeah, dance party. And yes, I want to remind everyone, dice are on sale at 3ddice.com. And oh, my thing's going really crazy right here. And we've got a lot of dice made by a lot of wonderful dice makers, me included. Casters and Castles, Beef Chew, Handa, one of my favorite dice creators. And really love if everyone would come by and buy some dice. Tell your friends to buy some dice. Play with my dice. But you guys already know all about that. So to recap from last stream, what's been going on is that last time I was making some dice for a streamer friend of mine, 10 Rabid Bears. I'm trying to make dice for all of my favorite streamers. I've been promising everyone and been kind of getting behind. Oh. Cap'n. Should have just said that in chat. So you said my little like dice /room/roll wasn't working? Let's see. If you can't join it, it's okay. If you can enjoy it, let me know. Yeah, I want to see everyone's really awesome, amazing, fun dice, well, before stream starts. And if it doesn't work, I want to fix it. It's not going to work really well now because I don't have that stream overlay up. But, hey, look, somebody rolled in there. It wasn't me. Is it working for you now, Cap? Okay, well, I'll check it out later. See if I can fix it for ya. Getting back on track. What was I talking about? Creating dice for 10 Rabid Bears. So, got a little, I guess, oh, it was Handa. Okay. Got a little bit of, let's say, stream chores to do while we were offline. Met my follower goal, 180 followers. So let's set ourselves a new one. I'm bad at picking goals, so I'm just going to choose whatever it is that Twitch is going to suggest to me. So let's all start new goal. 190. All right. Start goal. Okay. Thank you, everyone who has decided to follow 3D Dice in the off hours. It means a lot to me, everyone who comes by and supports us. This is a passion project for me. I love RPGs. I love 3D graphics. And finding this project that combines both has just made me so happy, and it's so exciting that everyone really loves using 3D dice. Okay, so let's get back into what I was up to. And okay, so here are the 10 Rabid Bears official dice that I've been working on. Originally, I was trying to give them a gemstone-like appearance, and that was befuddling me. But this is what we ended up with. This kind of looks like a, well, defying crystal, not a gemstone, but more like a quartz or some non-precious type crystalline structure. And got 10 Rabid Bears' logo on it. I showed it to him after the stream, and his comments were, "I love what you've done, but could you get more colors in it?" One of his first suggestions was, could the color be random so that when you throw the dice, it picks a random color? And that could probably work, but I would need to upgrade the physics engine to pass in some extra data to the shader so that we could do that. What I think we can do in terms of alternate colors is we can certainly have each die be a different color. I threw these dice before, but the gamer RGB dice, let's see if I can find them real quick. Browse premium themes. they have a color change effect. And I wrote some code to take in a number between 0 and 1 and turn that into a hue to rotate the colors. But our physics engine passes in a value that's just a time tick. So I based it on that. So I could do something like that. Also, I recently added in, Tavernot says, feature creep, my favorite. Well, define feature creep. Feature creep to me means when someone has committed to something and then other people are throwing stuff in and not extending the deadline. I ain't got no deadline here. I love this feature creep idea. My only problem is that afterwards I gotta document it so that other people can know how to use it and take advantage of it. But as I was saying, I added some data into the shaders for Handa at one point where you can pass in the velocity, acceleration, angular velocity, angular acceleration. So I could do some sort of color change thing based on that. I don't know how neat that would be for this situation, but that's one thing I might do today. The other bit was that in last stream, Handa was like, oh, we might have to learn how to use transmission. Well, I did that. I learned how to use transmission. So let's click on edit here. And okay, so I am going to try and upload what I did. So let's just do a quick walkthrough here. So let's find my code. We got my shader. Okay. So under my fragment shader, I did a couple of things since last time. I added here, my scene switcher, it's not working. Give me 1 second. Automatic scene switcher, start. Okay, let's try this again. Automatic scene switcher, switch. No, that didn't work either. Aha, okay. So last time, well, not last time. In between last time and this time, could I base the color on the number rolled? Oh, that is a cool idea. And I don't know if I passed that data in to the shader. I have to look at what I pass into the shader. I'm gonna follow that thread after I finish my explanation about transmission. So, we're based on a 3D library called 3.js, and it has a huge, it comes with its own materials, and it's got a huge library of shader code that it uses, and we're piggybacking on that. So I stuck define use transmission up at the top, and you'll see down here there's some transmission includes, and so those things get activated if this define is set. Also, I realized that I cribbed some of my code here in the middle for doing clear coats and roughness and metalness from the code that was in the 3JS. But I had swiped a newer version of the code. I had taken under license, because it's an open source library, the code, dropped it in here from a newer version of the code than what 3D Dice is based on. So there was some bugs in it when I turned on transmission. One of them was the index of refraction. So I had to update some code over here. See if I can find where that was. Yeah. So if you happen to be using shader code built off of the shader code from the shader code generated from the editor, you're going to have this bug here that index of refraction won't work, and that transmission needs index of refraction to work. So you have to maybe do some things here. It used to have something like material.ior, but that variable doesn't exist. So, good luck. If you try to do it, go jump on the Discord, ask me questions, and I will absolutely help you. Here's our Discord link. If you do want to join, you happen not to be in our Discord already. So let's just go ahead and upload this. Okay. TRB crystals. We'll see if this all works. Oh, I think I might have actually done something. Okay, I think I did a bad. I know I did something bad. Local history, show my history. Okay, let's see. I added something. Messing around with stuff. Okay. In order to enable the dice editor so we can mess around with transmission values and stuff, I need to add in these uniforms. These uniforms are getting pulled or defined, and some of those includes the one that get toggled on and off when use transmission is set. So I'm just gonna put those back in there, upload this again. What? Okay. I messed up my version numbers. But okay. Version numbers, I hate you. Just do that. That should definitely work. Version 1.1. Now with transmission. Okay, let's see how that works. Before I get too deep into this, how is the I want to raise the background music a little bit. I can't really hear it. So if it's too loud, someone yell out and let me know. Refresh this, and we'll see if transmission shows up. Okay, something definitely changed. Wow. Okay, display options. We got transmission. Okay, so transmission is only supposed to work if opacity is 100%. And this is what... Okay, there's clearly still some opacity going on. That's probably in... Let's see here. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Now display options. We like no transmission. Okay. Looky there. Looky. Okay. So this changed a lot of stuff that I didn't mean to change. I messed around with this way too much off stream. Let's see. Let's go look at my local history again. Face PNG. What is in this one? That was the original. Oh no, looks like I lost a ton of my history. Numbers map. Color. Here was color. Let's see what happens if we take these. Okay, see where this leads us. Okay, that color is a little back to where it was. Okay, but this... Okay, well, let's just get into the transmission for now. Figure that out later. Okay, yeah, transmission, no transmission. Yes, that's definitely that background texture that's causing it. Okay, background, you go away. Bump. Numbers, metalness, emissive, number roughness. Outline map. We want outline map. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. Opacity. Transmission, none. Okay, here we go. Got transmission going. Okay, so this is what it looks like without transmission. You can see it's nice and opaque, just like normal. It's got this shininess that's based on the roughness. We can make the roughness down, roughness up. Transmission also interacts strangely with metalness, but we'll just see how this goes. So make transmission up. You can see nice and through it. This is still the double-sided models. I tried it without the double-sided models, and transmission doesn't magically make it back-faced, which unfortunate. And the thickness, I haven't really noticed it actually doing much. It should change some stuff. I think I need to add in an index of refraction slider here. So let's do that. And yeah, I was also trying to mess around with environment maps to little effects. Let's see. IOR. I think that's what it's called. Shader. IOR. If def IOR. Okay. I think that's it. Let's see if that works. Oh my. Definitely doing something. Okay. Opacity. Okay. So if I lower the index of refraction, it starts flipping out. Okay. Let's go check out some of the 3JS docs. Let's see. IOR. No. Why is it not finding that? Standard. Physical material. Aha! Index of refraction. Oh, that's why. From 1 to 2.333. I set my slider to be from 0 to 1. Okay, min 1, 2.333. And the default is 1.5. Okay. Yeah, so these slider min max values that you set, if you upload a die and it's got the min max set, that will create a slider. And if someone is able to remix your die, we'll make a slider for that shader value or that uniform value so that people who are using it can change it. So let's undo this. Display options. Okay. Make the transmission nice and high. Index of refraction. Thickness. Okay. This doesn't really seem to attenuate at all the images behind, like on the back faces, for whatever reason. So it might, like if the dice are on top of each other, do something. But not really. Let's see, transmission. Roughness. Okay, thickness. Let's see. Interesting. What if we get rid of transmission? Opacity? Okay, so after trying that out, I think it's a promising way to, I don't know, path to follow, let's say. But it's going to take a little bit more effort on my part with writing shader code. Oh. Whoopsos. Okay, I'll explain the D6 in a second. Okay, it's going to take a little more effort on my part making shader code. Because what I've done here for a lot of these values in the past is that I have a layering effect going on. There's a background layer, there's a numbers layer, there's an outline layer, and they all get handled slightly differently, layered together dynamically in the shader, so that you can control the opacities separately via maps. And for the transmission, I've done none of that. So you can see the numbers themselves are also becoming, the lights passing through them. And so you can see through the T of the TRB right here, which is not what I want to do at all. I want that to stay nice and bright. So I don't think transmission is going to be where I want to go. So my other idea for making the dice look more crystalline is to change up the vertices, like the geometry a bit. So I've done that. You can see that right now with the D6, that the edges here are a little more angular and sharp, and it gives it a little bit of a I don't know, a different sort of geometrical appearance. And you can see it a bit when you roll. The light bounces off of it in a little bit of a different way. So let's go back here and try to get back the other effect that we had with the scratches and stuff. Okay, it was bump. Okay. Let's go to manifest. Bump map. This would be that PNG, I think. Yeah. Bump. PNG. Let's upload that. Take a look. And then if this looks cool, we'll I'll move over to Blender and start blenderifying all the other geometries. Okay. Nice. Okay. All right, so I kind of like that sharp edge. So I'm going to try to put that sharp edge onto all of the other ones. So go back into Blender. Here we are. I think I actually undid what I did in my Blender file so that I could demonstrate to all of you how I ended up here. So what I did is I went to this. We go to edit mode. So first I did a select all, and then we're going to go to edge. We're going to mark it as sharp. That is a hint to the render engine about how to do the lighting across that seam between the two polygons. The next thing that I did, we're going to select faces, and I selected, nope, I did not do that. Here we go. Selected each one of these faces. And then individual origins. We're going to scale them all down, the faces slightly. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Okay. Let's undo that. Okay, this is more tricky than I recall. I got to get the inside bit as well. How am I going to grab that? Okay. I think we'll just do this for the moment. Okay, we're gonna be a little hacky here, so I won't be able to scale these down just as much as I might have hoped. Okay. There we go. That will be the most that I think I can get away with. Is there a way to hide stuff? What normal gimbal view? No. Okay. So that's what I've done. And then I'm going to export. Actually, going to go to object mode. Select it, file, export, FBX. And we're going to save this to TRB crystals. It's going to be the D6. We just want meshes, selected objects. We're going to export. Okay. Ooh, you can't even see my Blender. It's doing a whole bunch. No, yeah, now it's back. Morning, Nikki. How are you? Thanks for dropping by. So sorry, everyone, that I kind of did that whole thing while everyone couldn't see what I was up to. So I'm going to revert everything I did. All right. Repeating. Here we go. So I have my D6 here. What I did was I selected each one of these faces with shift to select individual faces. And then I used the scale tool. And the origin of the transform is going to be individual origins. So they're all going to scale with respect to their own face centroids. And I scaled it down only a little bit so that it doesn't let the inside faces show through. Then I can go back to object mode and then select it, file, export, and export to FBX, D6. We're going to only selected objects and export. So that should be there. So I'm going to repeat this process for the rest of the dice sizes. I think my music has stopped. Start over. All right. To Blender. Okay, let's do it D4. Edit mode. Okay, this one. Oh, you know what? Let's come back to the D4. This is going to be a little more difficult because each face isn't its own polygon. Okay, so let's do D8. Okay, edit mode. I can change the view to remove the normal directions. Face orientation. Okay, that's a little better. Ready, you're ready. Okay. Okay, zoom it in a bit. Let's scale y'all down. Are we at, oh. Individual origins. That's probably a bit too much. Okay, let's just do that. And then we're gonna go to select edges. Select them all. Edge is gonna be marked as sharp. Okay, back to object mode. Oh, no, no, that was too much. You can see the inner one poking through. Okay, there we go. Select edges, all edges, edge, mark as sharp. Mark sharp. File, export. X. Actually, no. I don't know. I'm a little superstitious a bit about exporting from Blender. Okay, so export, FBX. I swear to you, if you do not export in object mode, things go haywire. Export FBX. Okay, D10. Edit mode. Okay, so gonna edges, mark as sharp. Perfect. And we're gonna select the faces. This one. Face, face, face. Face, face. Face, face, face. Face. Looks like we got a bot in here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Great. Okay, perfect. Okay, back to what I was doing. All right. Scale this down. Okay, let's see. Right about there. Looks good to me. Back to object mode. Looking good. Select it. Export. FBX. D10. Okay. So let's take a pause and then let's see what this looks like. I'm gonna upload it. Hope it looks good. Okay, D6. We already saw that one. D8. Yeah, like you can see it reflecting off the edges. Boom. We're at the D10. I kind of feel like I want to try to make it more pronounced. What do y'all think, chat? Handy, you there? Love to get some opinion. Let's try that. Okay, the problem with... Start with the D6. Get rid of that material. Okay. Problem I'm going to have is selecting the faces that are inside. Okay, fly inside. Here we go. Okay. Turn face orientation back on. Face orientation. Okay. Shift. Actually, you know what? I'm going to... Can I revert? Okay, I'm going to start all over from the beginning. I think this will be possible. Okay, so get rid of this material. Face orientation's on. Okay, let's try to fly inside here, guys. Edit mode. Okay. Let's select faces. This one. Here we go. Face. Face. Did I get all 6 faces? I think I just did not get the one behind me. Okay. All right. Okay. We're going to go crazy. All right. Face, individual origins, scale. No, that didn't. Going crazy did not work there. Did I not grab them all? Okay. No, I did not get the faces. Okay. Wait, what's going on? Looks like I did get the faces. Okay, let's see. What does it look like from the inside? Scale. That's looking fine. Huh. Might I have made some mistakes and there's like actually like a bunch of things in there? Okay. Okay. Delete face. I think maybe I've got more than just one layer. I got more than one layer. I got more. Okay. Okay, beep. I don't know what the right word is. Let's say embarrassed. Okay. How can I do this right? Okay. Let's go to edit mode. Okay. Select the faces. Is it Alt plus or Control plus? Control plus. Okay. Delete. Okay. Okay. I think we get, okay. Delete that face. Delete that face. And now there's nothing. Okay. So I had, instead of having 2 layers, I had 3 layers. So we're gonna select all this. We're gonna do face. We're gonna flip the normals. Okay, I don't remember where flip normals goes. Mesh. Normals. Flip. Okay. Okay. That's a fair suggestion, Handa. I will try that if this doesn't end up working. Why is this not? Okay. Normals, flip. Okay. Normals, flip. Okay. Now let's see if this works. Delete the face. Not that one. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna take Handa's approach. Revert. Did that work? No. Open. Don't save. Gem. Okay, starting all over one more time. Okay. Faces. Maybe I'm not wrong. Okay, delete. Face. Delete. Face. And no, there is an extra layer. Okay, let's just try this. Move it aside. Okay. Okay. And then we will alt. Okay. Move good. Orientation, global, normal, local, global. Proportional editing. Okay. So let's edit these separately. And then we'll put them back in the right spot later, like Handa suggested. Thanks for the wonderful idea. There, you got them all. Yeah. Okay, we'll do scale. Individual origins. Okay. Move. Okay, there we go. Let's see how this one looks. This is kind of rough. Okay. There's definitely a way to like nap. But I forgot what it was. Separate. Bases, change the bases, smooth. Space. No. A? No. Okay, well, let's see how this works. We'll go to object mode, select it, export. Let's export it as FBX. Crystal D6. Whoa, no, I screwed that one up. Export FBX. We want meshes only, only selected objects. D6. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Okay. Let's just look at this is what it looks like now. Let's see how it looks like. And it's more pronounced. D6. Oh, I forgot to make them sharp. Edit mode. Edges, mark, sharp. Export. BX. Upload. Okay. How's that? That's pretty cool. Although I do think I want to make it more pronounced, even still. Okay. Actually, let's do this. Edges, mark sharp. Okay. Okay, scale tool. Okay. Cursor. Okay, I'm just gonna Google this. I can't remember. Blender. Snap to cursor. Hotkey, Shift S. Snap menu. What is happening? Selection 2, grid selection 2. Okay. Shift S. Aha! Nope, that's not it. Haha! Okay. Selection to cursor. No, that was not right. Selection to cursor, keep offset. Perfect. There we go. File. Edit mode, object, export. FBX. Upload. Uh-oh. Let's see if this worked. I just got an error message from my log watcher. Okay, well, let me check the server logs. I might have broke something with that upload. Nope. Does not appear so. But this does appear so. Errors. Okay, I definitely did break something. Let's just try uploading again. Mode. Just export it one more time. Export FBX. Oh wait. Sounds like the upload happened, but I did not hear my error alarm go off. But it still doesn't seem to work. What'd I do? I'll re-export this. Probably did some sort of something. Export mesh. Selected objects. Okay. Ba-doop. Okay, upload, no error. Haha, okay. No idea what happened. Look at the D6. Yeah, look at that. That looks neat. Okay. Got a process here. What do y'all think so far with these dice? Chat, let me know what you think, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply the same process to the D8. Mark as sharp. Then we're gonna use Control Plus to select all these connected faces. We're gonna move it off center. We're gonna select all the faces on the inside and the outside. Okay, we're gonna scale them down to individual origins. Okay, then we're gonna Control Plus all of those, and then we're gonna Shift S, select, shouldn't do cursor, keep offset, object mode, export to FBX, selection only, D8. And let's see how that looks. Alrighty, let's take a look. That looks kind of cool. Display options. Okay. Hey, TRB, man of the hour. Okay, you need to give me some input on how you think these dice are turning out. I've added some facets to the edges to make it nice and sharp. Haven't gotten to your color change effect yet. We were thinking about something maybe based on, this would be totally wild, based on the velocity the dice were moving. What did Handa suggest? Wait, which part's amazing? Oh, the facets. Yeah, right? The edges are cool. The other idea was to base the color of the die when it spawns on the number that gets rolled. Let's see. It's pretty cool. Okay, so this is pretty neat. Gonna go back to my blender and keep doing this on all the other dice. My D8, D10. How are things going for you, TRB, and your streaming, sorcery and steel, all of those cool stuff? Nice. Being out and about with the family's always amazing. I'm actually going with my son after the stream to go to Build-A-Bear and to watch a movie. Yeah, that's going to be super fun. My son and I love going to Build-A-Bear because building bears is so much fun. I actually built a Baby Yoda. We've been watching The Mandalorian. Actually, I did this before we started watching The Mandalorian, I think, because I mean, Baby Yoda's cute, and how could you not? And I tried to dress him up, and they were like, "No, we can't take the Jedi robe off. It's sewed on. We can't cut it." So I like bought a whole bunch of clothes for Baby Yoda, had to take it home, and now I've got a school kid Baby Yoda. Oh, TRB says things are good with sorcery and steel. Oh, it's on hiatus for the time being. We start Tidebound, the pirate-themed TTRPG that he took inspiration from the Mountain Witch from. That's awesome. Session 0 is tonight, and Session 1 is on Tuesday. Are you doing Session 0 like live on stream, or just like privately? I usually do my Session 0s privately. Right, selecting the faces. Yeah, I got an advanced, I don't know, what's it called? Draft copy, I guess, of Tidebound. It was pretty neat. I'm looking forward to watching how that gets played. TRB says, probably not. Session 0 would just be the crew and myself. Ooh, nice. Do you want to drop any info about what kind of inspiration you took from the Mountain Witch when creating Tidebound? I just want to say I'm very super honored that you and Grim have gotten inspiration from my GMing style and have either run the Mountain Witch yourselves or now incorporating it into your own homebrew rule sets. It just, I don't know, makes me feel amazing. I want to revitalize the story game movement. For those of you who might not be old people like me, I've been into RPGs for way longer than I'm gonna say, because I don't want to reveal my age. But we played in the early 2000s. I don't remember exactly when. 2010-ish or a little bit earlier, there was a big movement called story games with narrative-focused RPGs, and Powered by the Apocalypse is, in my opinion, the culmination of that movement. There were a lot of games that explored a lot of different mechanical systems for encouraging narrative play, and Apocalypse World was the outcome of all that. It got some notoriety mainstream wise. It spawned a whole bunch of spin-offs using similar systems. The whole Powered by the Apocalypse movement has kind of taken it over. And we played on stream a game last month called Dogs in the Vineyard. It was written by the same author as the original Apocalypse World. It was one of those early games that is part of this big movement, and I love that style. I want to check up on chat. TRB says, sure. So I love the openness of the Mountain Witch and loves the simplicity of the rules and the narratively driven aspect. But when I tried to convince people to play with me, it was too open. They're used to a lot of mechanics supporting the game, And so I tried a midway point. That's very true. Like, I think one of the things that Grimm said when we were chatting about it afterwards was like he had to unlearn a lot of the things that he learned about how to play D&D with, like asking the GM what's there, and got to do a lot of different things. So, and this is why I generally try to ask only experienced GMs to play the Mountain Witch with me on stream, so that that little hurdle is something we don't have to get over. TRB goes on to say the primary gameplay is still roll dice, winner narrates the scene, but there are bangs and such still, but it has more structure to characters and general gameplay. Loved Dogs in the Vineyard too. Reminded me of the Fate system a bit. The openness is very intimidating for people who are used to structure. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Also, pirates are cool. I believe Tidebound is a piratey themed Age of Sail RPG. All right, let's look at these D10s. Ooh, look at that. Boom. Okay, yeah, this one needs an update on the numbers. Okay, looking pretty good. How are you feeling about the scratched uppiness, TRB? Of the dice, I mean. Yeah, it's going on to D12s. Edit mode. TRB says, right, I've been itching to do a pirate game anyway, and as a classless system, so I took this opportunity to combine all the ideas. Of course, I'm writing it so it could be easily remasked as any time period and setting. Okay, and you love what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing too. I'm glad you're so happy about it. Yeah. After last stream, I was worried I bit off more than I could chew in the I don't know, artistic department, but I think I'm getting there. I'm getting there with this one. I think after this, I might also try to make ones that are like more gemstone-y. But to really make gemstone-y dice, I'm gonna really have to overhaul the shader. There's a computer graphics technique, or maybe it's not even just the technique, it's like a real life physics of light thing called dispersion. And that's how the glimmering of gemstones and specifically diamonds work. So there is a dispersion model in 3JS, but unfortunately it's in a newer version than I'm on. So I'd have to probably, one, upgrade the version of 3JS that 3D Dice uses under the hood, which shouldn't be a problem, but you never know. It could just totally break a whole bunch of stuff. And then update my base shaders to take advantage of it. And as you saw earlier, when using the, I just, turned on the ability to do transmission, and definitely is a little bit more coding work. And I'm not Doug, so I don't think anyone's going to stick around for me on a 5-minute coding adventure that really takes like hours. So I'm going to stick to the art making. TB says he thinks that I'm nailing it. He's never disappointed. Oh my, you flatter me. You flatter me. I think my music stopped again. I do not have enough things on this playlist. Start it over. Oh, here's another question for you. For the D20, T on the 20 makes sense. You want your logo on every die? I could put it at the highest number. I think that might. Oh no, this one didn't work. I think that might work pretty good. I gotta edges, make them sharp. Make sharp. There we go. Export. Oh. Export FBX 12. Okay. I'll get your logo everywhere. I'll figure it out. I mean, I don't need to figure it out. I just gotta do it. Wait for the upload. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, getting back to the story game story. Yeah, Captain Morgan says, "Yes, logo." Okay, getting back to the story games thing. I'm gonna say something. Oh, that looks so cool. I'm gonna say something potentially, I don't know, controversial. I think not a lot. I have read, never played, some of the Powered by the Apocalypse games. I've played played Apocalypse World. It's the only one that I've directly played. And I think a fair number of them miss the point of what I loved about Apocalypse World. What I really loved about Apocalypse World was that it was a system that wasn't about adventure. It was about living in a world post-apocalypse where you had a sphere of influence. One person was, I forget what they called the leader, but the leader of the hold fast or the bunker. Another person was the leader of a biker gang. Someone was a religious prophet, cult leader, however you wanted to play that. And the game was not about how you gained more magical powers, but rather it was about how you and your community that you were in charge of, how that grew over time and interacted and overlapped and intersected with the communities of the other players. You were like people who really weren't friends, but like were like very strong acquaintances who inhabited the same world and came to cross purposes and had to all deal with the same problems of the apocalypse happening. And games like Dungeon World and the other one that I read, which is the Night Witches, very, very different. Dungeon World, to my eyes, again, never played, seems to try to take the Apocalypse World rule set and make it like a dungeon crawling adventure, which, I mean, my opinion, isn't that cool. If you've watched me do the Mountain Witch, fight scenes are very fast, right? There's like, okay, I want to throw you off the boat. This guy wants to stab you in the back. And we have people with different goals, but I focused not on the combat, but the far-reaching narrative outcome. But Dungeons and Dragons, the dungeon crawl, just by its nature, at least for me, something very tactical. And Night Witches, ooh, that is a game that I want to play something fierce, but it's much, much different. Okay, checking in on you guys in the chat. Oh, Captain Morgan just picked up a tux for a formal event tonight. Oh, use the energy drink. Yeah, well, Captain, once you start making your energy drink for real and not just a fake commercial, I'm buying them. Okay. Whoop. What do I do? I messed up. Okay. Select what I want. Shift S. Selection to cursor. Keep offset. What's going on here? TRB says, I'm itching to play in another The Mountain Witch game. I have my character I told you about a while back that I love to play. Ooh, yeah. Well, so the next Mountain Witch game that I'm planning is going to be next month. We haven't had session 0 yet, so please, if this doesn't come through, do not hate me, but I got Goblin Tuesday, Leg Day Gaming, Casters and Castles, gonna be playing, and it's gonna be comic book themed, not superheroes. premise is that the Mountain Witch Comics Publishing Company has decided that they need to do an epic event spanning across all of their titles to generate more interest in their comic books. And they're going to pluck their most popular characters from all of their book lines, from their horror series, from their superhero series, from their Wild West series, drop them all into a multiverse hopping adventure to hunt down the titular Mountain Witch and stop the multiverse from collapsing. So I'm hoping we're going to get something really cool, like, I don't know, Count Dracula teamed up with Sherlock Holmes and Superman XB. But yes, everyone loves playing the Mountain Witch. I will continue to do them. You let me know, TRB, when some good times for you are. The summer is a great time for me to do the 3-day back-to-back format, which just makes the Mountain Witch so beautiful. Captain Morgan wants to know what the character is, and TRB says, oh, he's just a friendly dude looking to help people out whenever they need it for a price. Okay. Why that didn't work the last 3 times I tried to do it, I do not know, but there we are. Okay. Export to FBX D20. Okay. Did I? Did not mark as sharp. Edge mark sharp. Okay. There we go. Re-export FBX D20. TRB says he gets things in return for those favors. Wink, wink. TRB says, I had the idea of a up and coming patron who wants to be a bigger deal than he is, but the only way to do that is by making deals. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love the Mountain Witch. It's my favorite game, if you haven't already noticed. But talking more about the Night Witches, I think this is the next one that I'm going to try to do if I do a one-shot coming up. I don't know when. I've also been asked to turn our Dogs in the Vineyard game into a whole campaign. So maybe that's going to happen too. But the Mountain Witches is about a group of a division within the Soviet Air Force during World War II that was completely staffed, I guess, by women who would fly outdated planes on bombing missions over the Germans and got them nicknamed the Night Witches because they would primarily attack at night. And so in this game, you run bombing missions by night, deal with the emotional fallout of war by day, and sometimes get transferred to new outposts. And it runs on the powered by the Apocalypse system, but again, much different tone, much different kind of story that we're playing, and it's not really like about your sphere of influence. Okay. So D4. The D4 is gonna vex me. Okay, let's get this D4 in Blender, and then we'll go back to the fonts and stuff. Okay, D4. Edit. Okay. Okay, I don't know how this... Okay. Not sure how this is gonna work out, but we're gonna try it. I don't think my same workflow is gonna work too good for this, because doing a scale based on individual face origins will not produce the same effect. And to produce the same effect, I could probably do something like combine the faces and then realign, redivide the faces, but then that's going to mess up all my UV coordinates. I have to do all that over again. TRB, did you ever figure out alternate D4 shapes? I know someone asked about that and didn't know if this was a good opportunity for that. Oh, absolutely. Asking about that is great. I haven't yet figured out alternate D4 shapes. Like 2 years ago, I spent my vacation during Christmas working on it, and I couldn't quite figure it out. But now that I did the D16s and the D2s, I have a much better idea about like what I might do for alternate D4s. The issue with the alternate D4s is that, oh, the one that's my favorite, the one that actually looks like a gem, it's asymmetrical. And I feel like the dice engine kind of really makes presumptions about the symmetry of the dice in terms of like when the dice falls, rotating it. The way we do our simulations, we throw the die and then we capture keyframes. Then we change the initial conditions so that we can replay the keyframes, but the die will land on the number that random number generator selected. This allows us to do the integrations that we do with a lot of tools, and also helps us to be able to play animations on differing screens sizes. So when if you use Tailspire, they're doing a 3D physics simulation, and whatever face it lands on is the face it lands on. It's like an actual physics simulated dice roll for the number. But because it's a game engine type situation, you have a small viewport into the world. Everyone's got the same physical layout of their boards. Owlbear Rodeo, they also do something similar. The shape and size of the dice tray, where you roll dice and OBR, is always the same for everyone so that they can have consistent physics simulation, and they're using a physics library, which almost guarantees, I think maybe really does guarantee, stable physics simulation as long as the initial conditions are the same. And so that's how they make sure everyone sees the same dice roll. The way we do it is this animation trick. So it may be more difficult because the D2 is nice and symmetrical. D16 is just like a little slightly more faceted D10, but like some of those D4s are differently shaped. That this is going to have to be like a whole like weekend long project coming up soon if I'm going to do it. It might work, but also I will say that lots of people insisted to me that a gem-shaped D4 can't land with this point set up. I spent like $40 on a handmade one from the UK, and oh, it does. So, and because in my physics simulation, like it would happen a lot. So let's see. Okay, individual origins is definitely not going to work, but we're just going to do it to see what happens. Woo! Actually, what? It's working. I take back everything I said. Okay. I'm not jinxing it. All right. Okay. Edges, they're going to be sharp. No, not Marcusine. Edges mark sharp. Okay. Object mode. Okay, I hear some pings from the chat. I'll check on you in 1 sec. All right. Have I ever thought of a D8 with the 1 to 4 twice? Yes, I have actually. I made a set of half dice. I think they're in the Patreon only dice section. Let's see, dice. Ooh. Okay. Half dice. Yeah. Here is a D8 labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Also, for some reason, the numbers are upside down on the D10. Shh, don't tell anyone. Cat Morgan has a fun idea. Okay, invisible dice. Now hear me out. You can see the dice at all, but the numbers still glow. Ooh, dude, I think I can pull that off actually. Okay, you're distracting me, but this, I accept your challenge. Let's see. Editor. Challenge accepted. Oh, of course, Handa already has a set like that. Yeah, send me a link. I'll show them off. Okay, so let's go to shader, display options, numbers, the color white. Oh, no, this is glow. Opacity back. Then let's go to background, diffuse map. Okay. Challenge failed. I don't think I was able to pull it off like in 2 seconds like I thought I could. No. I swear, that should have worked. Black, color black. Nope. Okay. Handa just sent me a link. Copy link. Let's see what Handa got. Oh. No, it's not to that. Copy. Okay. Here we go. Ooh. That is freaking cool. And you need to like post publicly more of these like super amazing cool dice. What? Okay. Works best if we turn off shadows and outlines. Well, I can't add it to my box. Yeah, I wonder why shadows are still on for this die, but that's cool. Okay, back to what I was doing. Those dice are cool. Like, I would like it if you posted more of them. Okay, editor. Yeah, Handa, if you send me like a share link, I'll add it to my own dice box, and I can roll them with the shadows and the outlines turned off in a dice room if you want. Okay, so coming back over here, I'm gonna make some new textures for the numbers. Okay, and I promptly forgot what font I used for the numbers, because of course. Dice that look like teeth. Ooh. That's not the font I used. Century Gothic. I think I need to add some stuff to this. Oh, those look cool. So some options to my font thing. Sometimes the bold fonts show up if they're like actually factually separate bold fonts, but I don't have like just the upscaled fonts. Add-in Schweller impact. Okay, let's look back at the die. Ruby Crystal. I do not remember what font I used. Yeah, I don't even like the font that I used. Okay. Tier B, what do you think about this font? 20. 20 is a golden cap for the teeth dice. Oh, I mean, handed to make skull dice. If you got some dice models of teeth that I could use for free, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna face is gonna be number 20. And the text will be 20. On the die will be image. The T and the TRB. Okay, actually, I think I need to scale the size down because of the facets. So let's see, about 36. Oh. Okay, I think 32 is going to be what I'm going to do. And I'm also going to scale down the TRB image a little bit. Make it width, let's say 75, height 75. Okay. Okay, that looks nice there. Download the generated texture. I will copy this to other dice. Oh, yeah. I wanted to try to use your logo font. Yeah, send that to me. I'll wait. I'll work on something different while we wait. Or I'll just vamp and talk about something cool. Tier B dice. Actually, okay, I'm gonna re-upload the dice, but remove the. Actually, let's see, bump map. This is what I'm gonna do. Let's see, edit. Let's mess with this bump map stuff. Okay, colors, display options, bump scale. I want to see what it looks like without the bump map. Nah, I'll leave the bump map. Okay, now we're gonna do dice color randomizer while we're waiting for the fonts from TRB. Okay, so let's see. Where did I save my RGB dice? I had a naming scheme at one point, and it's out the window. Okay, shader, frag shader. Okay. Here's some open source code I got for doing. No. I don't remember where I did. I definitely got some open source code. Aha! Hue to RGB. Okay. Okay, so I used that for the emissive map color, and I did it by the time. So let's take this. So we want this for the diffuse color. Okay. Diffuse. Where's diffuse coming from? Okay, we're just gonna ignore the diffuse color. We'll do that. Hue to RGB. Okay. Okay, so this is gonna... Do I have time to find? Time? Nope. Tom. It's a float. Okay. So this is just gonna rotate the color because that's what we're doing. Mass velocity, angular velocity, force torque. Okay. So let's see how this animation looks. Just to make sure that my color rotating thing still works. Okay. That does not seem like it's working. Okay. Use color. Hue to RGB. Time. Diffuse color. Sample diffuse color. From the map. Map doesn't exist. Map. Outline map. Overlay map. Okay, diffuse color. Sample diffuse color. Aha. I see. Okay. Use map. Okay. Don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we're just gonna do this. Okay. Over edit. Charlemagne STD. Is that like a Google font, perhaps? Okay. Still not color rotating. I could look and see if I still have the stuff somewhere and send it to you. Okay. I think you got it in a pack way long ago. Okay, well, while you're doing that, I'm going to try to get this hue to RGB thing to work. For whatever reason, diffuse color, RGB equals mix, overlay the outline map. Just color of the numbers. Don't know what's going on here. Okay, we're gonna... Okay, it's time for the coding adventure. Crystal, okay. So this should override whatever I'm doing with green. That worked. Okay. So then why did this not work? Hue to RGB. Hue to RGB. Hue to RGB. Infloat hue. Return. RGB. Rotate the emissive hue. RGB. Okay, let's just do something crazy. Okay, where do we stop making? Okay, diffuse color. Just gonna override the diffuse color with the color over here because something clearly isn't working right. Probably the time rotation. Dimension Door Games, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the follow. For anyone who doesn't know who Dimension Door Games is, they are working on a really cool product that is a physical dice with dice tray that you can roll and have the numbers like magically teleport into your computer. And they're going to be integrating with 3D dice. Super excited. You should all give them a follow. Do you guys have a Twitch channel I can shout out for everyone? Or do you just stream on Dimension Door Games? You stream on there? Okay. Well, we haven't done much with it yet. There's always time to do more. Start my music. Oh, of course I can drop a URL. Let's see. Here we go. Dimension Door Games. These guys are wonderful. You can go take a look here, follow their progress, get some merch. I'm super excited for this product. Once it's available, I'm definitely gonna buy it. Like, I'm biased because I use 3D dice all the time because I made it, but having a different, really convenient interface to roll the die, to get it to show up on the stream, to get it piped out to everyone, just pick up the die, throw it. Oh my, I am excited. TRB says this is everything I've been wanted. Dimension Door Games says it works 1-to-1 with our system as of now. Hey, if you have a working demo, I'd love to have you come on a stream sometime in the future to show it off to everyone. Maybe during one of my monthly dev streams. Just drop me a line. You know where to find me on Discord. I'd love to. Okay, I need to figure out why this time thing isn't working. Okay, so unit time. Uniform float time. Okay. Oh, I know why the time isn't working. I need to define the start. I need to define time in my manifest file. If I haven't defined time in my manifest file, then it doesn't get passed along. To it doesn't get passed along to the die. Yeah. So defining the uniforms in the manifest of the dice is what lets the render engine know that it should be adding that uniform into, like, passing that in. It tells it what the shader expects. Okay, I'm totally messing everything up here. Embarrassing. Time. Value 0. Okay. Wait, why is this? What's you complaining about? Expected, comma. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is gonna solve it. It's gonna solve it. I love how I even forget how my own things work. Ooh, catching up on the chat. Just wrapping up some engineer. Okay, no working demo yet. Software is basically done at alpha stage. Just wrapping up some engineering on the tray. TRB says, I'll be 100% interested in moving the live play streaming space forward this summer, and that's something I'd love to have for myself and my in-person players. That's exactly who we're building this for, says Dimension Door Games. We stream as well. What channel do you stream on? Let me give you a shout out there too. I've seen you guys on my pop-ups, and I keep seeing you mentioned more and more. I'm excited. My primary connection is through 3D Dice. So any VTTs that support here are supported with us. Yeah, that's Foundry VTT. That's Owlbear Rodeo, Roll20, and we're Tabletop. Although they failed their Kickstarter, so I don't know what the future looks like for them. Tailspire, which I know TRB you use. Uh-oh. Yeah, they did. I got an email. I'm on their mailing list, and they're like, we're gonna rethink about it. Like, I really, they had some really cool features. I loved the virtual cosplay. That was my favorite feature of theirs. I was also really looking forward to the in-game transcription. Is tuning a voice transcription algorithm for TTRPGs is a really cool idea. But I never got a chance to try that feature out. Aha! Look at that. Here we go. I got the time thing working. TRB says, I'm dreaming to do a Kickstarter of Sorcery and Steel. I want to do one when the time comes, but I need to make sure I do it right. You do. And TRB, if you do Kickstarter and you have rewards, I would love to make you a set of dice to have as a Kickstarter reward. That's just in my mind. Okay, so all right, I forgot what we were trying to do with this color rotation business. Oh, based on the number that was rolled. Okay, so let's go back here. So I do have the digital dice. They do something with the number. I think it's just like upside face. Let's see what I do in the shader. You got the UVs. Emissive, roughness, metal, opacity, hiddenness, number, map, value map, number 8's current upside face, dissolve. Yeah. Okay. I don't think that we have anything that passes in the actual value of the die, but that's something that I could probably do. Maybe if I get it together for next time, I can see that. I want to try using velocity. I want to see what happens if we do velocity for the color. Okay, velocity. I'm not quite sure where we had times 1.15, but let's just see what happens. I do some fun stuff. Okay. Do, 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 do. That's not working. Okay. This problem? Oh. Did I spelled it wrong? Okay. Okay, there we go. Spelling is not my strong suit. Okay, let's see how this goes. The Dimension Door game says a neat idea would be some iron dice that at high velocity is like glowing red from the forge, and then when it cools down as it slows, oh, that would be so cool. That would be so cool. I will try that at some point. No, this still doesn't work. Ooh. Okay, something. I was pretty sure. Oh, that. Here's the problem. Velocity is a Vec 3. So we need to get the. Okay, well, let's just take the X direction. That's the problem. That's the problem. My shader code skills are not super sharp, so I don't remember. There's definitely got to be a helper function to normalize the vector. Okay. Whoa! I mean, that is cool, but I don't know if that was the effect that TRB wants. Hey, TRB. Check out my 80s disco dice that I've made you. Yeah, so it turns out that the dice engine does not pass in to the shader, at least to my memory or from any of the other shaders I wrote, the number of the intended roll. You trimmed that disc is making a comeback. Well, maybe it is. So I can update the physics engine and the render engine to pass in particular values. I think what I'm going to do, we're running out of time for this stream. Got like 4 or 5 minutes left, is I'm going to update the backend shader, not the shader, the render engine to pass in a random value, a stable random value that's generated when a die is spawned. And to use that as a random seed for choosing the color. Hey, it's Dylan. Nice to be here, Dylan. Thank you for showing up. But oh, I do love this effect. I am going to reuse this to make disco dice. And okay, so we're gonna go like this, then we're gonna go like this. Actually, we'll just do this. TRB crystal. I'm gonna paste this, paste as disco dice. Okay. Polychromatic die. Okay, yeah, we were trying to make something cool to happen based on the dice number that was thrown. We also got velocity. We got angular velocity. We got mass. But you know what? I'm gonna see what happens if I use the mass. I think each different dye type, if I can remember correctly, has a different mass. But I don't know if it's 0 to 1 or whatever. Let's see what happens. I remember correctly. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, no, no, wait. I did not add mass to this, so let's add mass. Just to make sure. Yes, there we go. Okay, there are different. That's got a different mass. Different mass. Okay. Now the question is, what is the range of masses? I gotta find this somewhere. It's gotta be my code. Let's see. Checking my notes about mass. Okay, it looks like the mass, the weight, mass. Looks like 300-ish, 350, 400. Okay, so let's go back to here. We're gonna go. Oh no. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do mass divided by times. Well, let's see that. TRB asks, obviously these dice will treat me better than all other digital dice. Absolutely. I have, sometimes I fancy myself as a deity of dice, and I do accept tribute in the form of Twitch subs. So either a sub to my channel or a gift sub to your channel. So if you do that, maybe, just maybe, you'll get some interesting results on your dice. Idea just hit my head. I can actually set the mass of the die in the manifest. I'm pretty sure. Okay, let's see. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Physics. Let's see. What did I say? Physics uniforms. No, oh, no. Oh, okay. Let me look at somewhere else. Dice tray. My sub-anniversary is in 8 days for this channel, says TRB. Oh, well, thank you. I very much appreciate that. Dimension Door Games has another reason for our existence. TRB, exactly. I'm hoping that will bridge my gap. Our CEO's average roll is below a 10. It defies probability. D20 roll, that is. Yeah, well, sometimes, you know, you're just unlucky. That's how the universe works. But maybe he should, I don't know, send some gift subs my way. Okay, I swear. Mass. Okay, I swear there was somewhere that, okay, physics. Okay, here we go. Okay, I can't set the mass directly, but I can set the weight. Okay, I found it. Let's try this out. Okay, so we got physics, we got weight, and then we got, here's some copy paste from somewhere. Okay. Double quotes, double quotes, double quotes, double quotes, double quotes, double quotes. Okay. So this might... Okay, let's see what happens. Let's just... Anyway, let's leave it where it is. We'll just change this number. And zero's fine. Okay. Let's see what this does. Okay, it's slightly different, but not different enough. Okay. I'm in one of those zones where I have to solve this problem. Huh. Okay, we gotta do a, okay, D4. Okay, D8. D8 is what? D8 is 4, okay. So let's make this one. Hmm. 3.4, 6, 8, what if I do this? See how that works. Otherwise, I can just give up and That still seems very similar to before. Do that. Okay. Oh, I was not paying attention to you, chat. Okay. Dimension Your Game says that's a wonderful idea. If you don't take that 3D dice app, we will. I don't know what idea you're even talking about. Okay, what'd you say? The hand. Yeah, what hand? Could 3D dice show player stats? What the average roll of a player has on each die type? Oh, we could absolutely do that. We have stats per die. I don't see why we can't make stats per player. Maybe I'll make that a Patreon feature. That would be super cool, actually. So I will do that. I'll add that to my to-do list. I got a lot of things on my to-do list these days. Okay, that made it worse. Okay, so probably the best plan. Getting close though. Probably the best plan I can do for different colors by die would be to just generate individual textures and stop being so fancy pants about it here. But since TRB really liked the idea of having wait, TRB, are you still in chat? I want to know if it's worth my time to add in the color per dice roll, the number rolled in here for you, if that's what makes you happy. Because that was an actually like wonderful idea. Oh, I get to make that call? Okay. I think I will do it. I need to wrap up the stream so that I can make some actually to go with my son to the movies and to Build-A-Bear. But this is pretty cool. I like what I'm seeing here. This will take a little bit more tweaking to get right. But thank you all for stopping by. I'm going to show you that again. Thank you, Captain Ray, for making this. I want to remind everyone, dice are on sale at 3ddice.com. You can buy custom 3D dice made by me, made by lots of other amazing 3D dice artists. And you can roll them on your stream. You can roll them in any of these tools that we've integrated with Roll20, D&D Beyond, Foundry, Alba Rodeo, Tailspire. Soon you can roll your Dimension Door Games dice and have those teleported into any of these other tools. Questbound, Path Builder 2e. And I love to see it. So the last thing I want to talk about is selling your dice. If you do want to contribute to the 3D Dice community and to add dice to our collection, you can sign up as a merchant and put dice into the library for everyone to purchase. Right now, we've got something like 56 dice that you can buy. Not only are we the most widely connected dice platform, you can roll these dice from the most places compared to any other dice maker. We also have, I think, the most dice. Actually, I shouldn't boast. I haven't actually checked, but we do have quite a lot. And for a large number of systems, also, I'm sure all of you that I've seen in the chat today, you already follow this channel, but please, if you give us a follow. We're trying to get to 180. Well, we got to 180. We're trying to get 190 followers now. It's just started that goal 2 hours ago. And also, we have a Patreon page where if you sign up as a Patreon supporter, you can get extra features such as custom room URLs. You can create, you can share your dice with the community. You can customize the lights and physics in your room. You can have access to all of the community. You can add your dice to the community created listing and get as many dice as you want from the community created listings. And once we get to $500 per month in Patreon supporters, we'll be rolling out globally distributed servers. There was someone today at the 3D Dice Discord that get our Discord who is having some trouble with sluggishness. They are in Australia, may or may not be related to the location, but certainly having servers in Australia would definitely help with that. And give us a follow. You can follow us on any of our socials. And look forward to seeing you all again next week. I won't be doing a stream, but 2 weeks after that, we'll continue the dice making. And then after the week after that, we have a dev update stream, first Saturday of July. You can see all this on our Patreon schedule, not Patreon schedule, our schedule on Twitch or on our Discord. So while we're I'm going to look for someone who's using 3D Dice right now. And we're going to give them a raid. So Amy the Randa seems to always be live when I'm streaming. So we're going to raid Amy the Randa. She's GMing a looks like a Dungeons and Dragons game. Might be using Foundry or D&D Beyond with 3D Dice. So see you all over there. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for all the wonderful suggestions and all of the wonderful support that all of you have given 3D Dice over the years that we've been around. So see you all soon. Raid is started now.